Hi, Hadley Court readers. I am sitting here in the Bunch and Schumacher room at the Houston Design Center with the author of this beautiful, beautiful new book that we're going to be talking about today called Interior Design Masterclass, which is a compilation of essays by 100 of our country's most prominent interior designers. Carl has been working on this book for over 2 years, and I'm so fortunate to be able to bring you this exclusive interview with him today about one aspect of this book that I found particularly intriguing, which is an aspect that includes chapters and essays on food, archaeology, intuition, and what I would like Carl to speak about today, which is a chapter on music. Carl, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to be with me.
My pleasure, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about music and how that chapter came to be in your book.
Well, there are actually two, one classical music and one on jazz. And when I was meeting with the designers who were in this book, I wanted to give great latitude in terms of decisions about what they might talk about. And Michael Smith, who wrote the piece on classical music, actually was a protege of Stephen Sondheim. And so when he made a shift from music to design, he feels actually, that music informs his work. And we talked briefly about the ideas of scale and rhythm and things that relate both to music and to design. And in Michael's essay, he talks about how classical music is very much like interiors, and that there are themes that run between rooms, and how pieces seem to fit together in a way in one space and then move into the next space, and they're slightly different. And he saw a great correlation between classical music and interiors. And then the other essay in the book that's about music is about jazz, and Sandra Nunnerly wrote that piece because she felt as though interiors, in a much less formal way than Michael with classical music, were informed in the same way that jazz music is informed, and that you understand a certain set of principles, and then they can be applied in any number of ways, and surprising ways, and become successful. And so much like a jazz musician, Sandra feels she works like an interior designer in the same sort of way. And she has a she has a relationship with design professionals and with jazz musicians. So that's how that chapter came to be.
That is fascinating. I really appreciate you sharing that with us today. Thank you so much. And would you tell our readers how they can actually buy your book?
Sure. It's available on Amazon.com. My last name's Dellatore, but it's Interior Design Masterclass. And it's also available on Rizzoli's website if you choose to buy it that way.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.